Hey guys, this is part two of a traditional shortcut. Now I'm going to show you guys, not in great detail, but if you could kind of look good at the visual, I'm showing you guys how to close the top of your bond-in without using a shortcut two-pay piece. You're going to roll the track. After you put the glue on it, you're going to roll it, and then you're going to stuff it at the top of your install. Now, I sprayed spritz so that the glue can kind of like dry a little bit more faster than usual. That trick always works for me. I don't have to worry about the tracks unraveling because the glue is still wet. So if you guys want to try that trick, that'll be a great thing to do. But all of this is over practice. You're not going to get it the first time. It's okay. I didn't get it the first time on learning on how to do bond-ins, let alone shortcuts. But as I, do the installs over and over, I get better and better. And sometimes you don't have somebody you can practice on. I always tell my clients, like, if they want me to do a particular style, I always advise them, like, this is not my normal style. However, if you trust me to do it, then we can move forward. 9 times out of 10, my clients, they always put 1,000% trust in my abilities. They think I have magic for some reason, but they always trust me. And that's the number one thing in this industry. You want your clients to be able to trust you where you deliver every time. Every time you want to deliver. And the next step here is you're going to take your razor comb, and you can get this at your local beauty supply store. I like this razor comb for a multitude of reasons. It has a double side of razor. I like to use the long tooth part of the razor to take down the bulk of the hair. However, I use the short end not right off bat, because once you get used to these razor combs, then you will know when to turn the comb around to use the shorter part. I can't specifically tell you when to turn the comb around and use the shorter part because I flip back and forth. Now I'm gonna show you guys in this little part right here. I call it the rainbow. I like to go around the ear, around the back of the end with the short end, but I do flip it over on the long tooth end of the razor comb. Again, this technique takes time for you to master which side is comfortable for you. Me per se, I like to use both sides, and I don't have like a specific, I just go back and forth. My brain be on autopilot when I be cutting these shortcuts, to be honest. So once you get all of the details of the back, the side, you're going to move over to the top of the ear. And right now I'm showing you guys, I'm going to do a rainbow around the ear. I like to take more of the hair off around that area, so it gives the shortcut more of I can't really explain. It makes the shortcut looks much better. You don't want to leave a lot of hair on your shortcut when it comes to the back and the side part. The back end, if you can see the little wispies, I'm going to get that towards the back. I just like to focus on everything else. See, I'm showing you guys again right here about the rainbow part that I was telling you around the ear area. Like I said, you're not going to get it right off the top, but the more you do it, the better you become. Trust and believe me. These skills didn't come to me overnight. I messed up a few times where I did not know how to lay the tracks, and I realized that dealing with 28 pieces at the time, back in the day, before this time when I recorded this video, there was 27 pieces. I used to use one track at a time, and it took me forever. As time went on and they came out with 28 pieces, I started, experimenting, and I started using double tracks. And sometimes when I get to the top, when I'm doing a pixie cut, I use 3 tracks and sometimes 4 tracks at a time. But do not try this technique right off the top. Like I said, it's going to take some time. But you want to make sure, the key point is to make sure your 28 pieces is extremely extremely close when you're doing a shortcut, because if not, that razor comb that I showed you is going to show you all your mess ups when you go to cut your client hair down. Now at the top, I use, of course, I showed you guys in part 1, I use a 8-inch straight hair. Whatever straight hair that you are familiar with, I don't have any major stipulations on telling people what hair to get, but with my clients, I tell them to get the sensual gold pack. But in other states, some girls like to use Milky Way, some girls like to use Remy. Whatever floats your boat, just know you need an 8-inch pack of hair at the top. I cut down the top. Now, this video is like for my girlies that are already in the hair industry and know the key point of a 180 cut or the degrees of cutting the top of the hair. I can't really like get into great detail. This video is for the girls who know by eye how to cut. I can't get in details because this is not a beginner's course. This is more like a continuing education course. I will do a video where I'm doing it for the girls who's just starting out doing hair, because it's a lot of details when it comes to shortcuts. Now I'm going to take a barrel curl and also a flat iron, and I'm just going to be honest with you guys. Just make sure you curl the hair under, no matter if it's the top, the sides. You're going to curl the hair under the direction of where you're standing. And that's basically like how I can like describe how I curl. I'm more of a visual learner, so me telling my girlies exactly what to do and how to do, you gotta really like eyeball it. I'm horrible at explaining things, but I'm real good at teaching by the physical. I can show you guys with no problem. So as you see, basically I'm using my flat iron, and I'm also using the curling iron. When it's around the forehead area, you don't want to use a curling iron because it's more of a tighter curl at the top more so than by the forehead area. You want to use your flat iron, and plus you don't want to use a curling iron because you don't want to make a mistake and burn your client by rolling the curly in their face. So that's my thing. I like to use the flat iron first, the first 2 rows, and then I'll use the curling iron going all the way back. Now, I recorded this video about 6 years ago, and I keep telling my girls that I'm going to get them fresh tutorials, but my lifestyle is not even set up for me to give you guys new content. You know, y'all gotta bear with me. I'm trying to vlog also too. I know you guys see some of my other videos of me vlogging with my family, and I'm not consistent with it because, again, my lifestyle is not based on social media. But I'm trying my best to get you guys exactly what I'm promising you. But once you finish curling the hair, you're going to use a wide tooth comb, and you're going to basically comb it away from the face to give that look of all your layers that you took your time and put in your client hair. My client, she like long sideburns. I have specific clients that has different preferences, and majority of them like to have long sideburns because they leave their shortcut. They leave their shortcut in for a period of time, and when it slips up, it don't show their natural hair. If you get what I'm saying. As opposed to some of my clients that once it really tapered down, they normally don't leave their styles in that long. They'll normally take it out within 2 weeks. But this is the finished product. My lighting was not good when I recorded this video. Again, I recorded this video 6 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. About 5 to 6.5 years ago, I recorded this video. And this is like one of my clients that will always come, and she did not mind me recording. But thank you guys for taking the time and looking at this video. Make sure you guys look at part 1 so you guys can see exactly how I bonded her hair in. All right, guys.